So you've been strolling across the internet, and then you see this dude with a deteriorating hairline with a beautiful beard, and you're like, "What is this guy doing?" And all he talks about is Pulsechain, alien coins, and meme coins, and he looks like an absolute degenerate, but seems really dumb. Well, guess what? Welcome back to the Verse Crypto channel, because today we're gonna get into all Pulsechain altcoins and across the whole 9 yards. Let's get it, baby. Boom. What's up? What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Verse, the most degenerate and obnoxiously dumb channel you have ever seen before. My name's Chris. I'll be your host today. Before I have this video, do not smash that like button, do not hit the bell notification, and definitely do not subscribe, because this is probably one of the worst YouTube channels you probably have ever seen before. Now let's get right into this video. We're getting back into the bull run. Everybody's going crazy on Pulsechain. Richard Hart's apparently buying incentive token Pulse and PulseX, and everyone's saying it's Richard Hart, but they're also basically saying it's not, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So we're basically living in some pretty crazy times, and a bull run's coming right around the corner. And you decide to view this channel because, darn it, you're probably one of the biggest degens ever. And if you guys know me, I'm that type of dude who would go onto a rocket with Neil Armstrong, and he said, "Hey Chris, guess what? Do not press that red button." You know what I would probably do. I would probably press the red button. He would not like me, and then the ship would basically crash and burn. So that's basically what we're going to be talking about today. Please keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor. I have no idea what I'm doing, and I don't even know why you're even watching this video right now, which is pretty crazy, but still pretty cool. And if you're still in this video, let's get to the stuff that I want to talk to you about today. Now, Pulsechain just launched, Layer 1 blockchain. First bull run. Let's be honest, guys. Everybody likes the Layer 1 blockchains that still haven't seen a bull run yet. They tend to appreciate. And when it comes to crypto, things go up very, very quickly. We can get market caps of anywhere between $1 billion and $100 billion. The last bull run, we had a coin that was a meme coin of a freaking dog that was worth almost $15 billion. These things are absolutely astronomical. So in the land of crypto, there's opportunity. And if you're just a degen like me, you're going to take advantage of this opportunity, because sooner or later, the party is going to fade out. Now, when it comes to Pulsechain, we got PRC20s, we got new projects launching on top of it. And then we got some mysterious Pulsechain dark web stuff that I apparently just don't have any idea about, but I just still buy it because, you know me, I am not that smart. Now we're going to talk about the first coin. This coin has a lot to do with alien coins. Since a lot of people like dog coins, frog coins, and all these other types of weird coins, I'm the weirdo that goes for the alien coins. And the name of this token is PTGC. So for those guys who don't know what PTGC is, there's a lot of utility behind it, but I'm just going to cut to the chase. It basically stands for Pulsechain, the Gray's currency. It's a DAO token. There's taxes on it. Some tokens are burnt, some are reflected, some go to a DAO where they buy LPs and set them up. Now, when I first got in this token, I got in right around where this blue arrow is, right down here. You guys can see it right here. And I said, wow, there's a coin that's about aliens. I mean, hey, we haven't seen an alien run up. Might as well get into a little bit. And this thing goes absolutely crazy. We're going to Narnia, and then just crashed off. Burnt down like that missile that I'm riding on with Neil Armstrong. And then out of nowhere, this thing just pumped into the freaking firmament, baby. So let's freaking go. So since I've been in this coin, this thing went up about, what was it? 329x. Jesus Christ. This is crypto. So ultimately, the main point I'm trying to get across is there's always going to be these weird narratives. There's dogs that people like, and this run, people like aliens. We've seen aliens all over the news, and in my opinion, anything that's related to an alien coin is going to be a strong narrative, especially on Pulsechain, which basically this is the #1 coin. So within my top 5 degen altcoin picks, my #1 is going to be PTGC. Not financial advice, not buying these tokens. I still don't understand why you're watching this video, but it is what it is. They also have this really cool website that gets into everything, but hey, we're not here to talk about that. Now, for your next coin, It's probably one of the most unconventional coins you ever heard about. It's called PDAI. And if you guys don't know anything about PDAI, basically Richard Hart launched Pulsechain, copied all over the ERC20s, and he also copied over all the stable coins as well. And long story short, PDAI was copied over, and there's this wallet called the 414 wallet address that's actually been pairing it up with this token called Tropa in attempts to bring it to parity or $1. And by that definition, PDAI will become the first decentralized dollar. Jesus Christ, people. Pulsechain is absolutely crazy, man. You can't make this stuff up. This is actually literally happening. Now, when I got into this coin, it was a while ago, and everyone's like, oh, man, it's going to be the first dollar, PDAI to $1. And I sat there, I was just like, I don't know about this, guys. But there is a narrative. People are excited about that. So screw it. I'm a degen. Let's get into this. So I hopped right into that sucker, and this thing went absolutely crazy. And then a couple weeks after, more information came out, and that initial gamble turned out that, yeah, there is something going on behind this token. Now, if you guys saw the Hex Maxis who are absolutely in love with me, there's a good chance that they're going to say something about scammer, grifter, or whatever, and say that all this stuff is made up. But for some reason, they don't know how to read charts, because if you guys look at this thing, and we just do a quick price analysis, it's already up 138x from the bottom. And to its all-time high, it went up a 216x. So, long story short, PDAI is one of the biggest runners on the Pulsechain. It's been absolutely exploding, and there's something going on here. And even the maxis have their jaws dropping right now, going like this. So, long story short, I am the king of the degens. I love PDAI, and if this thing comes to reality, then holy smokes, Pulsechain is going to be the absolute craziest blockchain everyone has ever heard about. And that is why PDAI is your number 2 degen altcoin gem on the Pulsechain. Bow, bow, bow. So for your third altcoin gem, we've seen it all, baby. We've seen dog coins. We've seen alien coins. We've even seen frog coins. But we haven't seen teddy bear coins. And the name of this project is Teddy Bear. Boom, touch, wow, wow. So, Teddy Bear. It's a meme coin on top of the Pulsechain, and it comes back to what I was talking about with PDAI. When PDAI was launched, there was another token called a Tropa, and then there was a billion zillion other tokens named after Korean pop stars and just random stuff. And so happened there was one named Teddy Bear, and a lot of people thought the naming of Teddy Bear was named after Richard Hart's Gucci bear. And so long story short, since the launch of this token, this thing has gained absolute crazy transaction. From right around the bottom, it did 198x, and then now recently it just did a 276x, and it is sitting at almost a 200x from the bottom. And so the reason why I like Teddy Bear is because everyone thinks it's Richard Hart's Gucci bear. If you guys come over here to the screen, you can see like a little Lambo with a bear and grills and the Pulsechain necklace. So this thing's absolutely crazy. And the one thing I will say about Teddy Bear is it was shielded on Crypto Banner. Everybody knows about it, and right now the market cap is sitting at 27 million. So if this coin gets up into the billions of dollars, there's going to be a lot of eyes on the ecosystem. And when people hear the story behind Teddy Bear and how absolutely freaking crazy it is, that's when you're going to get a lot of attention. And that is part of the reason why Teddy Bear is your number 3 altcoin gem, baby. For your 4th altcoin gem, I can't even count to 4, but for your 4th altcoin gem, this token was launched by a really good developer. He's also one of my really good friends. And the name of this token is A1A. And the main reason why I like A1A is it's named after one of my favorite steak sauce, A1. How can you not like A1 on steak? It is absolutely phenomenal. It's actually one of my favorite steak sauce. And it so happens to be also one of my favorite tokens. So it's like a plus for me, man. When you can kind of take a token ticker and relate it to something that it's in real life that has to do with food, that's like the best combination of both worlds, man. So, hey, shout out to my boy. Really good dude. Sonny, the detective. He knows his stuff. Now, long story short, all jokes aside, super duper seriousness. A1A. It's basically a token paired up with all the PRC20s that Richard Hart said, screw it, guys. Guess what? You know what? You guys want free crypto coins? We'll give you free crypto coins. Let's copy every ERC20, just airdrop it to you guys and see if there's any money behind it. And so basically, he took A1A, paired up with every single one of these tokens, and then he burnt the liquidity pair into the burn wallet address. Now, what does that do? Without getting all scientific, it basically creates this ever-expanding price floor because all those burn LPs start to gain fees over time, and those arbitrage bots that are even bigger degens than we are go in and they trade between these pairs. And as more trades are executed between these pairs, it actually increases the price floor of not only A1A, but every single PRC20 token gem. So basically, it's like the S&P 500 of Pulsechain. Well, not really. It's not really the S&P 500, but it's kind of like a decentralized ETF or somewhat. I don't know if those analogies work. But the reason why I really like it is if we start to see PRC20s go to parity, this thing's going to go absolutely crazy and ballistic, just like the A1 steak sauce. So that is why A1A is my fourth hidden Pulsechain altcoin gem, and it's also my favorite steak sauce. Now for your fifth and final hidden altcoin gem on Pulsechain, the name of this project is Spark. Now, I made a lot of jokes about all these other tokens, and I'll be real honest with you guys. When it comes to Spark, it has nothing to do with my relationships because there's not that spark in any relationships I have with girls and stuff, so it's kind of sad. But when it comes to anything related to Spark Swap, this is actually a very useful token. And they're actually building a utility that not a lot of projects have because, you know, most of the tokens on Pulsechain, it's either one, a reflection token, or number two, a meme coin, because we're all degenerates, you know. See, Pulsechain has two communities. You got the hyper maxis that think Richard Hart's a god, and it is what it is. I mean, Richard Hart did a great job with Hex. And then you got the absolute crazy degens, which are my peoples. And all we do is we go around, touch shiny buttons, and try to buy every new shiny object. It just is what it is. It's just part of the game. Now, what SparkSwap is doing is it's basically a yield aggregator farm. What you can do is you can go in, set up LPs, and you can stake this SparkSwap token, and it's used to earn yield on Pulsechain and other decentralized exchanges. On top of that, SparkSwap also just set up their own DEX so that you can swap in between different tokens. Now, the reason why I like SparkSwap is I'm really good friends with the developer behind it, and he's actually creating something called L1X DEX. And L1X is very similar to Layer 0. They're connecting blockchains together so that Ethereum, Avalanche, Solana, and all these other big EVM-compatible blockchains can swap in and out between each other. Now, what AJ wants to do is he wants SparkSwap to be the gateway into Pulsechain so that you can swap across any blockchain into Pulsechain. And that's part of the reason why I like SparkSwap, because number one, it's not a degen play, and the people there are a lot smarter than me. And to be honest with you guys, I'm not that smart, but AJ and his team are super duper smart. They are basically the Einstein of crypto, so shout out to them. So long story short, SparkSwap is adding this interoperability utility behind the entire Pulsechain ecosystem. And if they're successful, man, well, hey, man, there's a good chance that we're going to see a magical story, not only on SparkSwap, but a nice spark in my relationship with all the girls I'm starting to talk to. Just kidding, I don't talk to any girls. I'm very lonely. So, your SparkSwap is your fifth and final hidden altcoin gem. Now, if you guys come over here to SparkSwap, you can come to sparkswap.xyz. It's got the vaults, it's got the farms, it's got all that stuff, and I don't have the attention span to cover every single one of these, but it is definitely a very useful project. Now, guys, that's it for the video. We covered everything from my favorite coins to my favorite stake swap and why there's going to be a Spark in my life because I absolutely love SparkSwap. If I missed any coins, leave them down in the comments down below. My name's Chaos Chris. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, y'all.